What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So is it a good time to buy Terra Luna right now before a potential hard fork happens? They're getting ready to vote on that. Community members will vote on that tomorrow. We'll see if that comes to fruition. In this video, I want to talk about what that actually means for Luna. We'll take a look at the chart as well and see where we are right now. We are experiencing a little bit of a price pump here in the short term at least. But is it a good time to take a long position? Before I even get in there, I'm going to say this. Terra Luna at this point right now is more of a gamble than a lot of cryptocurrencies, right? This is kind of categorizing itself as a degen play. We'll see if this, can come to fruition and Quan's plan works, but it could very well go the other way. And Terra Luna could be, quote unquote, dead forever, right? It could be a dead project. But at least they're trying. At least they're looking at, options. They have some help also from outsiders or some people reaching across the table, asking them if they want help. Just yesterday, VeChain reached out. They wanted to give 30,000, right, to help out with a new launch of Terra Luna on a layer one. So these sort of things are good signs that they are going to move forward and try to, rekindle what they had. Will it all come back to where it was? Probably not from a price standpoint. Can you make money on Terra Luna in the short term and long term? Potentially. And we're going to talk about that, especially now kind of in a bear market / sideways moving market. We're looking for opportunities to swing trade, day trade, and Terra Luna has certainly been that. So before we jump in, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's dive into what we've got here. So here's the chart right now. We're just below the 20 range. We're looking at 5-minute candlesticks, and you can see we have actually broke above the 20-day moving average here and a big bullish signal here, at least in the short term. Now, we have met some resistance right here at this 2-0 level like we did earlier. We did retrace all the way back down to the 18s and into the 17s eventually here earlier today. We'll see if that happens again. But right now, you could see in the 5-minute chart, we've met that resistance, and we're dialing back here at the 19 range. We're awaiting a big vote tomorrow to see what the community wants to do in moving forward. And this article kind of breaks it down in a great way. Is it a good time to buy Terra Luna before a possible hard fork? So this is talking about the Terra Ecosystem Revival Plan 2, which is their idea of proposing that they basically do what Ethereum did back in 2016, right? So Quan would create in this version, if it goes through, he would create 2 versions of the token. So there would be a Luna Classic and a Luna Core. So Luna Classic holders would receive Luna tokens in a fork inspired again by Ethereum's 2016 DAO hack. And of course, that's why we have Ethereum Classic and the Ethereum, coin that we know as number 2 to Bitcoin, right? Now, leading crypto analysts have some varying opinions on this, if it's a good idea, if it will work or not. So Terraform Labs' move to revive the native token Luna without stablecoin UST is similar to Ethereum's hard fork of 2016. This is an important point. In doing this, if they go this route, they're basically leaving UST. They're basically saying that's not important anymore. We're moving away from the algorithmic stablecoin, and it'll essentially cease to exist if this revival plan is implemented because Quan wants to focus more on Luna opposed to Terra USD. Terra's Luna could recover from the crash with this potential hard fork. At least that's what some people are saying, around the industry. It says here, in an attempt to promote Luna's recovery and to compensate token holders, the co-creator of Terra, Quan, is putting forward this plan with, it says, still, Luna continued to shed its value with 24-hour trading volume exceeding 2 billion. The Terra ecosystem and its hundreds of developers, large number of holders, and strong brand will be preserved through the implementation of the proposal. So he's basically looking at Luna and saying, hey, we have a strong holder base here. Let's focus on this, and let's leave UST alone, right? That didn't work, right? Let's move forward with the Luna holders, though. So again, this is the breakdown of how the 2 blockchains would work, Luna Classic and Luna Core. These are kind of the tokenomics for them. If you want to come over and check this out, I'll leave this article down below in the description if you want to read more about this. But the hard fork proposal, again, will be voted on by the Terra community tomorrow. So again, varying opinions on if this will work. I do think it will help Luna. I do. if this goes through, because it's basically a fresh restart and they have all this momentum. People are talking about it. People know about it. And let's just call it what it is. New investors are attracted to it because it's so freaking cheap. They can get billions of tokens, similar to what SHIB is and some of these other community coins and tokens that appeal to that particular audience just because they can get so many tokens in their wallet. And Terra Luna obviously has been a successful project in the past, right? So if this goes through, I think this actually could be a nice positive catalyst. And again, going back to the Ethereum DAO hack, remember the hard fork there was a bailout to rescue the blockchain and its stakeholders from the negative impact of stolen funds to the tune of 50 million. And it worked. It worked, right? Ethereum Classic still exists today. It still is traded. People are still making money on Ethereum Classic. It goes up with Ethereum. It's not as good as Ethereum, in my opinion, but the two exist and it works. And I think something similar could happen with Luna here and Luna Classic. So we'll see if the community votes on it. We'll see if it goes through, and then we'll be covering it to kind of see how it plays out from there. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. And take care, everybody. I'll see you all in the next video.